Number one, it's important for you to know that my readings are not like everyone else. My reading is very healing, and doing a session with me, I have a lot of clients sometimes that will cry or have like an emotional breakdown. And all of that is normal, because what you don't understand is that while we are having this session, it's basically I'm helping you to really remove or just basically remove the emotional blockage that you're probably holding on to, that you probably not even aware that you're holding on to it. And having this session kind of illuminates certain things, and sometimes I will be guided to say things to you that can really unlock that door to pour your emotions out. Now, the reason why I say it's very important when that happens, because one, it lets me know that, okay, we're going somewhere, we're moving forward, because sometimes in our life, we don't really have people, some of us don't really have people to talk to. And my reading is more of a healing, where I listen to you. The reason why I say it's healing, because we are sharing an energetic energy, meaning I am helping you to unblock that energy that is keeping you stagnant, or so you can see the things that you need to see. And another thing is not everything in a reading I say in one session. No, I will say something to you, and then I will sit back and observe how you respond to it emotionally with your body language, and see how you respond to it. And that will let me know if I should continue to expose something else or everything else that I see. And yes, sometimes I do hold back certain information, because if I give you a little bit and I see how you respond and you're very emotional, it's not the time for me to add more, all in one session, just add more and more. And now you're really emotional, and it can really throw you off when you're too emotional, So I like to give you a little bit, say what I need to say at the moment, and observe you to see if you can handle it, because as a reader, you have to be very mindful on the information that you give the other individual, because you not everyone have the mental capacity to handle certain things. So I have to observe you to see how you respond to this. If you respond to this in this way, so I know, okay, let me hold back. Maybe in the next session, I'll say something else, because every time we have a session, we're removing layers. So, thing that I feel like it's important for me to tell you is that I have clients sometimes that comes to me that will message me that will say, I would like a session with you, but I'm low on funds or money right now. I can't afford it, and this and that. I will not turn you away because of that. We probably won't have like a long session. Depends on my schedule. We probably won't have a long session, but I'm willing to hear you out. Reason being is because I remember I was just like you. That's number one thing. I'm conscious because I was just like you. I was seeking help just like you at some point. I know how it feels to trying to find answers. And I was also turned down by a lot of spiritual practitioners because I didn't have the fund at the time. So I tried not to do that to people. Well, I never actually done that to people. I had people that will message me that says, and then we'll just have like a session, because I want to, if you're being guided to me, I want to at least hear you out. Hear what you have to say, or trying to help you out the best I can, because I remember I was in your shoes at one point. So I know how it feels. So I will not turn you away because you're low on funds. Matter of fact, probably 75% of my clients, that's how I got them. And they always come back because I love what I do, and I take pride in what I do because I'm here to help. Because I remember, like I said, I was just like you, seeking answers. And maybe you never been turned down by a spiritualist before, but I have. And I really needed the help. So I knew back then, I said this is one thing that I will change if I end up doing my own practice. When I am doing your reading, I do connect. I do have like a spiritual guide that you probably can't see that is here helping me and guiding me on what to say to you, what not to say. Sometimes it's your own ancestors. Sometimes it's my ancestors, my guide that's guiding me through this reading. So again, I observe you. I observe how you respond to something. And then I know if I should continue, expose more. Because when I tell you something and then I sit back and I observe how you handle it, and I see that, maybe this is not the right time to expose everything, put everything all on you all in one session. And so my guide or your ancestors will sit and observe, like, okay, no, let's not tell her or him this yet. Put this to the side. Now let's continue in this session. You understand? So you got to understand, like, my readings are different because it's healing. I'm trying to help you heal, and I'm trying to help you understand certain things. And by me doing that, it's not like I'm holding back or I'm not telling you everything. I just know that emotionally you're probably not in the right space or mindset to take everything all in, because when our session ends, you have to deal with that information, and it could be more stressful than it was before. Then you came to me. I don't want that. So I don't like telling people things all in one session. I break it down, and that's why I always recommend a subscription, even though it's not ready yet, because I think having this like as a monthly part of your self-care monthly routine, it's very important, because we can unpack a lot doing a reading. A lot. And lastly, I believe in guiding you through your healing. So before the end of our reading, I don't want to leave you with more unanswered question. I like to give you some type of relief at the end, and so you don't take the information and be more stressed or have resentful energy towards the other person, or if there's another person, or yourself. So that's not going to help the situation if you leave the session you kind of like worse before you came to me. I don't like that. So I like to give you advice after every session. I like to encourage you. I like to make sure you get the proper energy that you need, and also you utilize that energy that I just gave you, because this is an exchange. You utilize that energy that I just gave you, and it helps you. If you have to cry when, after the end of the session, you do that. It's helpful. You cleansing. It's a sort of cleansing. This is what you really need. It's like you opening a door to something now. We unpacking certain things. So always utilize that energy after your healing. If it makes you feel good, you feel more confident, you feel better, take that energy and run with it, and help yourself, or if it brings you clarity or anything like that. So yeah, so this is the reason why I and when I say I hold back certain things, I don't do it intentionally. I'm just being guided. If my guide said no, don't say this yet, because clearly this person is already too much. It's too much on their plate. So that's why I hold back. It's not, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, or so yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to explain that to you guys, to know, like, to session is like with me. And and if you haven't had an experience with me, maybe you should give me a try. If you're being guided to, don't do it because of this video. If you're being guided to, you should, try it out and to see if I'm the right practitioner for you. Maybe I'm not, maybe I am, you never know. So anyways, thank you guys for watching or listening. Until next time.